All right, so welcome to Space Tech Expo Day 3. We are ZMark Fluid Power, and thank you all for joining us today. I'm Lucy Chen. I'm the marketing director here at ZMark, and we have a very exciting show for you this week. So today we have a special training by a world-class engineering team on motion control for actuation in aerospace applications. So before we get started, I will give you a quick background on ZMark, but then we'll proceed into the training where Elizabeth Meyer, ZMark's sales engineer, will go over what is a Delta motion controller, why not use a regular PLC, application considerations, application examples in aerospace, controller options, and then we have a Q&A with our engineering team. And today we have a fuller team of most of our sales engineers, and also we have technical specialists on standby from Delta Computer Systems as well. So if you have any questions, please utilize the chat box on the left-hand side. There is a question box, and then there's also a general chat box if you have any other comments. So I want to also let you guys know that we have our fluid power resources for aerospace available on our webpage at zmark.com/spacetech. And you can find resource guides, catalogs, more trainings, we have some giveaways as well, and then virtual tools on our website overall. We do have a raffle at the end of this training, but we do have some amazing prizes for tomorrow's training and the grand prize training for grand prize raffle for tomorrow as well. So please stay tuned. It should be quite exciting. I also want to let you know that we had a training every morning during the Space Tech Expo. So on Monday and Tuesday, we have a recording of those that is available at zmark.com/spacetech if you want to rewatch any of those trainings. But tomorrow we will close with specifying electrohydraulic actuators for aerospace applications, which is a very good complementary training to today's training on motion control for actuation. So I encourage you to also attend that one as well, and you will get an additional entry to the grand prize training to win a GoPro. So once again, make sure you register at zmark.com/spacetech and you can win some amazing prizes. And the grand prize raffle, again, is at 11 a.m. tomorrow Pacific time. So let me give you some background information on who we are, if you don't know already. ZMark ZMark was established in 1976, and we have over 40 years of successful experience in this industry. ZMark is a fluid power distributor providing industry-leading fluid power solutions. Like we have power units, cylinders, pumps, motors, valves, accumulators, and many more items. We do have 4 locations across California, which includes Los Angeles, Oxnard, that's in the Ventura area, Fresno, and Hayward, which is in the Bay Area. So we have representation out in Arizona as well, in case anyone needs support out there. And just so you know, Los Angeles and Oxnard are our 2 Parker stores, and Los Angeles and Fresno are actually authorized hydraulic service centers, and our test bench can support up to 100 horsepower. So we're here to support you with our needs. It's good for you to understand where we're at in our capabilities. And just a reminder, we are a authorized distributor and service center for Parker Hannifin, Enerpac, Lincoln SKF, Delta, MTS, and many other fluid power products that you already recognize and probably use. We offer full service design, build, and repair on a wide variety of solutions, such as like power units and cylinders. So we can support your systems as well with the inventory available at all of our locations. And before we get right into the training, I do have a few questions for you on our poll. So this is a little bit of interactivity. So go ahead and select the options as they come up. So the first poll question I have for you is, what are you using now for motion control? So that's just a type in answer. You just type it in. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. And this will help Elizabeth have a much better understanding of what type of, what you're using right now and what you're doing. So then she can really cater it to your needs. Okay. All right. Thank you all for responding to that. The next question we have is, what type of applications do you work on? So it's a little generic question, but just kind of what pops up into your mind. Just go ahead and type in your answer as well. Nice, nice. Good. Okay, and then we have one final question here. So this one's a multiple choice options, much easier. You just click on where you're at. So how familiar are you with programming motion controllers? So go ahead and select your option. You can select learning, you have some experience, or you're intermediate. You can select advanced. Some people have many years of experience. So I'm actually seeing a lot of individuals in the learning and intermediate category. So I'll give you a few more seconds for everyone else to respond here. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's jump right into the training here. So today's training, once again, is motion control for actuation in aerospace applications. And Elizabeth Meyer is our trainer here today, and she's the ZMark sales engineer. She has a lot of experience working in this industry, and she has some knowledge she wants to share with you. So Elizabeth, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Lucy. Hi, as Lucy said, I'm Elizabeth, one of the sales engineers here at ZMark, and I'll be covering information on Delta motion controllers, which are a form which is Delta RMC motion control, or RMC for short, is a short closed loop control system for fluid power applications based on force, position, and velocity. Delta RMCs utilize RMC tools, a built-in communication software to accurately program, tune, and diagnose fluid power systems in up to 32 axes. RMCs seamlessly transition between position, velocity, and force control. ZMark engineers can help you choose the right RMC for your system and help with its integration. RMCs are more than just a PLC. They are an advanced motion controller with built-in support meant for fluid power systems. The command-based system means programming is needed for motion control. RMCs also feature an open-source onboard plotting tool allowing for easy flexibility. The built-in auto-tuning for fluid power systems means no manual programming is needed to tune your closed-loop system. RMC Tools is a freely distributed communication software, no site or seat licensing required. You can even connect to online RMC controllers at Delta to test your user programs in simulate mode while waiting for your controller to be delivered. Delta specializes in built-in functions designed for controlling fluid power systems with simple and easy-to-use wizards for calibration, auto-tuning, and programming. Delta's user programs allow users to program complex motion using drop-down menus, radio buttons, and value input boxes. No unique syntax to learn or remember between programming sessions. Many decades of practical fluid power engineering controls experience is distilled into this easy-to-use, powerful software. The RMC Tools plot tools allow engineers to see systems parameters in real time, simplifying setup, tuning, troubleshooting, and data collection. RMC features dual-loop closed-loop motion control of axis synchronization, allowing for advanced motion control profiles. The Delta RMC is particularly suited to precision control of fluid power systems where second-order effects impact the ability to control the system. RMC Tools software brings powerful control algorithms into an easy-to-use, easy-to-program format. The auto-tuning wizard allows quick, conservative control parameter generation, but flexibility for users to fine-tune parameters to suit their desired system preference. RMC motion controllers support communications with a wide variety of sensors and transducers. They offer support for high-resolution, high-bandwidth linear position transducers, such as MTS sensors, R-series sensors. High resolution and fast response time allow for sub-micron position control. RMCs allow for high resolution and repeatable movements and minimize downtime. They are an off-the-shelf solution configurable for your system. The RMC's best-in-class status means that the user can choose the sensors, transducers, and actuators that are best fit for their system and application. Flexibility means that the user's test system can be rapidly and easily reconfigured, allowing the user to respond to the data collected. New tests can be performed and implemented in a dramatically shorter time frame. Internal control algorithms enable the user to accurately, precisely, and rapidly commission and control their fluid power system. Delta RMCs are best used for fluid power systems that require closed-loop control of either position, pressure and force, or seamlessly transitioning between the two modes. Dual-loop control ensures that users can precisely position an actuator without exceeding a desired force limit, or to exert pressure on a workpiece while avoiding an over-travel situation which might damage a part or the system. Delta motion controllers have been used in many applications in the aerospace and space industries, from running simple single-test applications to controlling the position of rocket lifts to precision manufacturing of components. The Delta RMC 75E was used to simulate real-world wind loads on an aircraft cargo door using LabVIEW to program the movement. The Delta RMC 75E was also used to provide closed-loop control and sensor monitoring for the Antares rocket lift and retract structure. Z-Mark recently worked on a fatigue test stand for a fuel tank. The Delta RMC 75 was used for load control following sinusoidal duty cycles based on load and frequency. As for the Delta controllers available, there are 3 that you can use depending on your system. The RMC 75 is meant for use for 1 to 2 axes, while the RMC 150 can be used from 2 to 8 axes, and the new RMC 200 can be used for up to 32 axes. It's important to note that RMC Tools is compatible across all controllers. Right, I will hand this back over to Lucy to go over a bit more information about Z-Mark engineering.
Great. Thanks so much, Elizabeth. So it was a quick training, but as we promised, just a reminder for everyone, Z-Mark Engineering is here to support a variety of your needs like advanced motion control systems. But we also have other solutions like abort manifolds, custom manifolds, and of course the fatigue test stands that we may have mentioned. You can definitely find out more at zmark.com/engineering or zmark.com/aerospace, and we list out some of the more common solutions on there for you. And just a reminder also, tomorrow we do have a training at 10:30 a.m. on specifying electrohydraulic actuators for aerospace applications. Like I said earlier, it is very complementary to the training we did today. So attend yourself, have your friends attend. You can also set up meetings as well on the Space Tech Expo platform. We do have that 11 a.m. grand prize raffle. So to have an extra 5 points from a meeting with any of our engineers is going to help that a lot. So we're going to do our raffle in a second here, but I want to let you guys know that if you have any questions, go ahead and enter them into the left-hand side right now, and we'll answer that right after the raffle. So today we have a raffle of a goodie bag. It includes a really cool Hydro Flask. Not the brand. I'm sorry. It's not a Hydro. It's like a vacuum stainless steel water bottle, but you know what I mean. It also includes a slingback backpack and some other goodies in there as well. So I'm going to put all the names here in the random generator. And okay, so the winner I have here is Phil A. So I'll go ahead and contact the winner. Congratulations on winning the goodie bag. And your name is still entered into the raffle for tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the GoPro. So let's go ahead and take some questions. I see some questions here. So the first question I have is, we have more than 32 axes. I know I need multiple controllers. How would that work? So any of either Elizabeth or Ian's also on here. I think, Ian, you're trying to answer the question, but your mic is still on mute.
Oh, sorry about that. Yep. So yeah, obviously you can use multiple controllers in conjunction with one another. I know Rick too from Delta, you could probably give a little bit of insight as far as how that works, setting one up as a master and another as a slave, or if you're able to run them independently from each other, or what the best way to do that is. But yeah, certainly we do see applications with more than those 32 where you'd need multiple controllers, and it's definitely not an issue.
Awesome. Okay, so I have another question here. Can you explain a bit more about how a motion controller fits in with a PLC in a comprehensive control system?
Okay. Rick, I wanted to see if one of our Delta reps could give a little bit of insight there on integration and what different PLCs you guys see. I know obviously like Siemens and Allen Bradley probably being the most common two are definitely a non-issue, but yeah, can you give a little insight on how that integration and that talking back and forth with the PLC typically works?
Rick, your mic shows you're on, but I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, well, I can just chime in here and say that I know, registers are available for all that. It's all readily available information. One thing that's really nice inside of a Delta controller is the help features. So say you're just looking for specific info on Profibus or whatever your communications protocol is, just searching, say, Profibus in the help window, will typically get you some good broad info, and then you can start to narrow it down from there if there are specific things related to your PLC that you're looking to find out.
Awesome. Okay, so I have one more question here that I see. If you guys have any last minute questions, please enter them. But other than that, the last question I have here is, can I integrate a motion controller with my custom built test software?
Yeah, I think just as far as what we'd want to know is how that custom software communicates. Yes, Delta is very much an open source type of program that they make it easy to communicate with various protocols out there. So that would certainly be a case by case basis if it was something custom made, but yeah, typically not an issue.
Nice. Okay. All right. So that's all the questions I had from the attendees. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. And I hope you have a great rest of the Space Tech Expo. There are other live sessions. The next one is going to be starting at, looks like we have another question, but the next session will be starting at 11 o'clock, which is in 10 minutes. But we have another question here. It's, can you run a Delta motion controller as a slave off of another controller system?
Okay, sorry, Lucy, can you go ahead and repeat that last question?
Sure. It's, can you run a Delta motion controller as a slave off of another controller system?
Yeah, that is something that we've done before in practice. It can be done. In that particular instance, I think it was a Beck off that we were running as the master, and yeah, not an issue. The RMC will work fine in that scenario.
Great. Yeah. Thanks so much, Ian. And thank you for everyone else participating in our engineering team here and our technical team as well and our suppliers, but also to all the attendees that can provide such good questions and were engaging this entire time. And if you have further questions, please reach out to us at sales@zmark.com. We are also available on chat. We're quite friendly, so reach out to us. You can also contact us on our switchboard at the 323-721-5598 number. And we do have resources available for you at zmark.com/delta, zmark.com/aerospace, and zmark.com/engineering. And once again, you can register for the final training tomorrow at 10:30 at zmark.com/spacetech. So enjoy the show. Enjoy your day, and I hope you be safe out there.